your subject was sliding, so go ahead and start with that.
Yeah. So, sliding. Even though sliding was first, I think sliding was first brought in on Advanced Warfare, and I played Advanced Warfare. People hate it. I thought it was actually a pretty good game, but the sliding, it's out of control, guys. They're doing too much with it now. Like, half the time, y'all don't even know where the fuck y'all sliding to. Y'all just sliding and then fucking going in a circle. And then, also, I want to point out this. Almost every modern, almost every Warzone streamer is hacking. It's literally a proven fact. A lot of streamers who stream Warzone on Twitch and stuff are hackers.
Some of these my viewers may say, have you any proofs of this subject of hacking?
They have literally compilations and clips of top tier streamers getting kicked off or getting banned and stuff like that. Like, let's be honest.
Evidence has
Some
been
of
proven.
Very suspicious. Some are very suspicious. Another thing I want to point out is Warzone. It became a meme. It became a meme. Warzone became a meme. It's like Fortnite. When it first came out, it was amazing. Best game. And it wasn't only the developers who fucked up the game, it was also the players. So, for example, whenever everyone decided on Fortnite to start building really fucking crazy, y'all ruined the fucking game for me. Thank y'all.
So you liked building or you didn't like building?
I didn't like building. I like building, like normal building cause I played Fortnite when it first came out. Like, I was one of the first people who played it, right? Like when it first came out, when the Battle Royale first came out for free, I was one of the first people who played it, and I liked the game immediately, right? And whenever I was playing, it was like easy as fuck to get wins. You would get like at least 5 wins a day, you know, and it was fun, but then, people started building like a fucking crackhead trying to fix a truck or some shit. Like, they started like building like crazy, and I don't think that's skill. I think it makes you look dumb as fuck that you spend hours trying to practice to build really fast. Because the game's not a building game, it's a fucking shooting game. So why the fuck are you building and not shooting? And Call of Duty, Warzone is just it's full of kids. It's full of kids and people who I don't know how to explain it.
Mr. Grizzly, is it true that nearly every single child and every game that you hear sounds the exact same?
Yes, I've been playing games since I was a kid. I was once those squeakers. I used to be 7-8 years old playing Black Ops 2. And in Black Ops 1 online, and I wasn't the best, but I was pretty fucking good at my age, And so I've been playing games for a long time.
Ones?
Yeah, when I was younger, I was fat. I used to be playing games all the time. So, I was one of those squeakers, but one thing that set me apart from other squeakers was, I don't know, I guess I just always played with people who were older than me when I was younger, so a lot of older people on the game would play with me, like 18-year-olds. It would be cool playing with a 7-year-old. Yeah, I show respect, and okay, one thing I want to get out clear to y'all. Just because you have this skin or that on a game does not make you better than anyone else.
It just proves that you spent money.
Or it proves that you don't really care about spending your life with your family or people you care about. Because, let's be honest, it takes a long time to get some of those skins. Let's be honest. A lot of y'all are still in school. And so, if y'all would apply that same energy that y'all apply to these video games to school, maybe we wouldn't be the stupidest motherfuckers of this generation. Maybe we wouldn't be the stupidest generation.
I have one more year, then I'm gone from school.
Yeah, but I'm not meaning like I mean like younger people,
Yes.
like between the ages of
The one that makes
like
us
between the
the
ages of
memes.
like yeah, the ones who are the ones who are the joke. My generation.
Is that
My
all?
generation.
Is that all? you
Gen
have?
Z.
Now, for the final and most important question, why is the reason that you left Warzone?
It just wasn't fun no more. They added too much, took away too much. Another thing was the players. They're really cocky, and I find it funny to be cocky on a video game. And it's like a certain level of cockiness is okay, but to the point where it's like, you got no fucking life, kill yourself. No, you can't say that. That's wrong. You can't. Like, it's a video game. Come on. No, come on. Like people, yeah, I don't know. Like I just feel like if Gen Z, I'm telling you this from a Gen Z to Gen Z,
I'm Gen
we're
Z.
fucked. Gen Z to Gen Z, we're all fucked.
Yes.
We're all fucked.
But how do you
And-
know? How do you know? How does someone know if you're a Gen Z? Were they
Just
born
look at the people around you, and if they act like, just look at the people around you, and then look at TikTok. If they're the same people, if they're honestly, just look at anybody really. If you see
Yeah,
that
I
they
come from
act
the-
like everyone else,
I come from the 2000s.
yeah, like you know, I was born in 06. You know, I'm a 2000 baby. You know,
Me
I
too.
grew up watching Kids Next Door or like Courage the Cowardly Dog, or you know, like
Classic.
all those old shit that a lot of y'all don't know
Courage is-
about. Y'all never heard
It's
of.
a good one. I like Courage.
Courage, yeah, I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid. Fucking hot. Like Scooby Doo too. I used
Scooby-Doo
to
is a
fucking love
rip-off.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Doo is a rip-off of Courage.
Is a rip off of Courage.
It's basically if Courage removed a little bit of that fear, but still kept some of that courage of it.
You know what's something that nobody really knows about?
What?
The 1980s Transformer cartoon.
Those are good.
1980s Transformer cartoon. Oh my god, I used to love them. Even though I was born in 2000s, I still love those 80 cartoons. They're way better than the cartoons we got.
Everything's now woke agenda.
And personally, I don't know what the fuck woke means. People be like, oh yeah, these woke Democrats, these woke corporations and shit. Like,
Weasley, you
what,
two
they've
are
been
abs-
sleeping?
Take Weasley, you two are absolutely freaking woke. Shut up. We're gens. We come from back then. We know our shit. We know what's been going on. And I'm here to stop you and give you some common sense. We're here to save you.
Yes, we're the Gen Z that are not fucking stupid.
Yes.
And did not fall with the rest of y'all
Yes.
in the category of Gen Z. Even though we're Gen Z, to be honest, we're more of whatever
It's common sense.
the other. Yeah,
We have common
that's
sense.
something that you're completely right about that. Common sense. Y'all don't got no fucking common sense. For example,
The funny thing is, he's Asian. I'm Canadian. We go like two pieces of pie in a pie.
exactly.
And plus,
Two different worlds, and we can both agree that y'all were all fucking stupid.
Yes. Except for C-Tunes, Wendy. Basically, the people.
There's
that
a
most-
select few. There's a select few. And if you think you're a part of that select few,
Prove it.
go to open your fucking eyes.
Look in
Take the
mirror.
VR headset off. Get out the Matrix, all right? Get out of the Matrix and look
Matrix
around
is
you.
real. Matrix can't.
We're in a simulation. We're not really in a simulation, but let's be honest. It looks like we're in a simulation. It feels like we're in a
Getting
simulation.
up to now. It's your turn. I'm on asking me why I left it on World, whatever it's, Warfare. If any questions for me, now you ask me the questions. And I get the
Yes.
answers.
What did you hate about Warfare?
That it's fucking hard for people like me. And I have glasses. Why can I adjust my eyes to little things? I feel like it hurts my eyes. Like, either I just... Like, if there's people running around, like... I'm not good at explaining things, but... Do you find it easy to detect people? I don't.
No, I understand what you're saying. I wear glasses too, so I actually understand that a lot, actually. I know exactly what you mean. It'd be hard as fuck for me to detect people from a long distance.
Especially in warfare with
sometimes
things.
Yeah, it's not only that, so it's like...
My eyes are not okay, my eyes aren't adjusted for that stuff. Even though I have glasses. That's an embarrassment. My eyes cannot adjust.
But then again, let's be honest. A lot of people who play Warzone, you know, are on PC, you know, it's cross-platform. And here's the thing, PC players, your screen's right in front of your fucking face.
Right? Your console is better, my console is better.
It's right in front of your damn face. Small, can you stop, like, fixing your package, bro? Your character keeps fixing his package. Did you notice that?
Yes. He's fine, okay, I'll
like, he needs to have some of the straps I got right here. You see, like, that keeps it from sticking to the side.
That better?
Know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah.
Then I keep on checking out my gun.
You gotta check out your gun.
Now, any other question? Another
okay.
question before I get to the big part.
Okay, so what was your thoughts on like updates and stuff? Do you feel like some of those updates ruined the game?
I wasn't there for any of the updates because I kept on installing, uninstalling, installing, uninstalling, installing, uninstalling.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's kind of a love-hate, and I never noticed the updates. Like, sure, there's some new guns here, some weird-ass camo people there, and who the fuck are you? I'm dead! And I can't seem to get an execution, even though it's like... I probably only got one execution, just one. So, and what scared me the most is just one day I killed someone, and then I heard a freaking voice. And I did not know at the time that they added a person that they can speak after you kill them. That happened twice, and both times freaking terrified me. Like, what the hell is that? Where you come from? Who's there? Where are you? And this one time, I was in a house. I killed someone. Someone said something was like, "They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn walls." Yes,
that seems scary.
Yes, I got paranoid. Where are you?
See, I got one more question for you.
Last question.
What is your thoughts on the community? Like, the players of Warzone. What are your thoughts on them?
Annoying, talkative, toxic, women doing whatever with female streamers with their thingamabobs hanging out. Not very pretty, they're just looking for attention. And toxicity, dumb arses. And people screaming at you. There's only 1.1% of good people, but still, they're still good people, but they're very, very rare to find. Good people like me and you, who actually appreciate their teammates.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to find. And if you do find a YouTuber, he's probably doing this weird YouTube short thingy, or YouTube thingy, and you're in it. And he's gonna screw your day up by messing with you. Do you have any thoughts on that? On my subject that I said?
Yeah. Actually, we could talk about. We're gonna have this as a whole different discussion, because this can go with any game, really. All right, we're gonna talk about this after. You can tell me what your biggest thing is.
The reason I quit, most of the reason that I left is because I kept on getting motherfucking heart attacks.
Fucking heart attacks.
Yes, people just fucking Five Nights at Freddy's at me, you know, from getting killed, from just freaking rushing up at me. You know, it could be like the most peaceful walk, and all of a sudden, you hear this biggest loud, or you're in the building, you hear just the slightest moment, then you just hear BAM! Door opening, guns blazing, you die. Like, my heart just keeps jumping. I'm like, I can't take this shit no more. I don't want to die for playing this game, so I uninstalled it and left it.
That is crazy. I never thought about that. Never thought of it like that.
Well,
Alright, so here's...
You didn't have any of those experiences, only me?
Yeah, I do have them sometimes. Especially when it's like late at night and like, let's say like, I'm not expecting it, and like someone out of nowhere is fucking like a shotgun or something. I get like, oh shit, you know?
No, as you were saying before I interrupted you.
Here's the new conversation I wanted to bring up. New topic. And I feel like this goes with a lot of different games, and we can probably just use like the games that we have experiences from. I feel like some of y'all play these video games and y'all catch an ego. Like, y'all catch an ego. Like maybe it could be like a game where like you can make your own group and you can be a leader of your group. Sometimes y'all can let that get to y'all head, and y'all get a little too egotistic about it. Like we can trade stories on like on each game that we have a story about. This is more recently. I played. Yeah. What were you saying?
Let's go. Well, it involves a female YouTuber.
Oh. Okay.
Basically. Yes, I was playing on my phone a mobile game called The Wolf. I was digital at the time. Basically, there was this random female YouTuber. She has 29 friends. So she says she wants me to be her friend, and I said, fuck you, no. She says, why? I said, I already have. And I said to her, okay, she says, why do you not want to be my friend? And I said to her, because you just said you already have 29, and I don't want to be in all of your freaking puppets. So she and her friend gets mad at me, and they try to, kill me, get rid of me. But they don't know. I'm a hell of a lot powerful, more stronger, and I absolutely demolish both of them. Like, I just grab them and just snap both of their necks. All you see in the entire chest is just them screaming, no, 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 no. I'm like, pathetic woman.
Pathetic woman.
Alright, your turn.
Okay, so this is more recently. I got into this game called Rec Room. It's a game that's free on all devices, and I mean it literally. It's free on Xbox, PlayStation, your phone, your computer. You can play it on a VR headset. It's literally, you can play it anywhere, right? And it's kind of like Roblox, but for like adults, more or less, It's kind of like a VR Roblox, but it's not really advertised for kids. It's advertised for everybody. And if you're a kid, they have something called a junior account. So if you're under the age of 13, you're on a junior account, and you can only play certain games that the studio, like the people who own the game, make. And if you're over 13 and you don't have to be a junior account, then you can play any game. Like, you have normal people who make these games where it's like a quote unquote hood game. You got, you're in a hood, and you gotta make money, and you can buy guns, and you could be in a gang and all that. And I play those games, and I find a lot of times they have little kids, right? Like 7 or 8, maybe 10, and they'll play this game, and they will feel like the biggest gangster in the world. Like, I mean, straight up, it could be the whitest white boy. You could tell he's white. They'll run up next to be like, hey, what's down, ma? And then he'll be like, let me hold a strap, little brody. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, first off, I know for sure you right. Second off, why are you like, okay? And then also, not only that, grown adults too on this game, they like make a gang, right? And they will feel like the toughest person in the world. Like, talk like, I don't know, like they just, Yeah, like they get egos from this video game of being in the streets, but half of them never even been in the streets in real life. You know, that's something that I find
You can make
egotistic people.
some weird ass friends in the streets, and who knows, they might help you in the future. But that's in real life, not in the virtual world.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me like another time, you had on a game where someone's ego was.
Apex Legends. I know this kid. Yes, he is a kid, and holy shit, he had the biggest fucking ego ever. Basically, he was very low when he says he's the best, and I'm like, no. He's like, well, I am the best. I'm just playing on my other account. And then he dropped into this one location, I drop in another, and he's downing people, apparently. And I just randomly go into the building, loot, and then guess what? A whole entire fucking squad. This is three of which three people come. Three entire people come into that freaking building, and I'm the only one left. I'm like, you know those scenes where the character's surrounded and he just puts his hand up and just looks down in shame?
Yeah.
That was me. I was kind of pulling my hands up, like I was like, I'm waiting for the words of death. I die, and I just hear this. See, I told you I'm better than you. I'm still alive. Ha ha ha. I'm better. I'm so freaking good at this game. Yada yada yada. And then I had an idea. All right, kid. I never said that I'm better than you. I never said anything against you. I just scoffed at you because you're on a low account. You're on a low level. Because that would be suspicious. So I said, I'll admit that you're better than everyone. I'll admit that you're better than me. I'll admit you're the best if you can press me. He's like, yeah, sure. And guess what? You know what I did? I led him to his death. I led him to his death. As soon as he freaking opened those doors to revive me, to get my calling card to revive me, everyone just fucking turned around and gunned him down. You can just hear me laughing in the background.
Dang. That's a good revenge story right there. That's a good revenge story.
See, if you have a cocky kid in your team, just tell them to come and res you.
That's smart. I'm gonna use that one day. I'm gonna use that. Alright, so here's my next experience, alright?
Not stop laughing.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this story, dude. I used to play this game. I used to play DayZ, right? And I didn't have it. I had my cousin's account on my PlayStation,
That's
and
a death sentence, basically, DayZ.
I was able to play. I was able to download it from his account on my PlayStation and play it. So I would play it, and I became active on a private server that you have to join a Discord, and you have to get approved by the Discord member, and then you have to tell them your username so they can give you access to join the server. Like, you can't even put a password in the server. Like, you can only join if you're invited by the server owners. So I was invited, and the way it works is it's a DayZ server, and they have a bunch of factions, right, of survivors. And I tried out for this one faction, and this faction let me join them. The leader was a Canadian. It's not Small Lip Takeout. It's a different dude. And he owned a dispensary. I remember him telling me that. And he had some anger issues. I didn't notice it at first. Had to meet the team and everything. And I met some really cool guys. They were. I was one of the youngest members. I was like 13, maybe 14. I was the youngest member there, but they were all really cool, and the only reason they let me be a part of the team because I was mature for my age. So I started talking to these guys, and after a while we me and the leader and another dude went out on a mission. And the way the rules are, you can't glitch. Like, if you want to raid someone, they have a certain time where you're allowed to raid, right? And not only that, you can't glitch into somebody's base. Like, find a way to jump over their fence into their base. That's illegal, right? Because then you didn't actually spend materials to raid them, which makes it illegal. and makes it a ban in the game, right? Well, our group leader may or may not have like told us to do it, right? So we were following him. We did it, and one of our players had lagged out, and we could not, like we had no choice, right? So what I did was I told the leader straight up, like, look, I know we're doing something wrong, and if we just leave him lagged out right here, we're gonna get caught. We might as well kill him. So what I did was I killed him, our friend, because he knew about it, and so I killed him, took his stuff, and then we stole a truck and we brought it to our base. The admins, texted, was texting and all this and that, and the admins, we settled it with the admins, and they let us, continue playing and all that. We just had like a minor, consequence where basically they went into our base and despawned some of the stuff, and we took that as a punishment. And after that, though, I noticed the leader was, starting to get more like aggressive and stuff. We had a woman, we did have a girl in the group. She wasn't like a young girl, she was a full-grown adult. And I remember I remember him calling her bitch or something like that once, and like it was like intense. And then one time I was talking to one of the older dudes in the group, right? He was like in his 30s, 40s. I still have him added. I just haven't talked to him in a long time. Me and him were going on a solo mission together, traveling halfway across the map to a trader, where I was going to trade some of my money that I have earned for raiding equipment for the group. And when we were walking, I muted, because we're all in a party, I had muted our leader in the party, and this is whenever they added the thing to where when you mute someone, they can still hear you talk. You just can't hear them. And I didn't know they added this update, to the PlayStation Party. So, I muted him, and I'm just talking to the older dude, and I'm like, yeah, the leader's been acting a little different lately, and I just feel like he's like being really egotistic about it and stuff. And after I said that, like, I just felt like taking it a little personal, and he like taking his anger out on us, because like he like literally was screaming like one time, and then like one time he screamed at the top of his lungs, and I just heard a slam or something, like he broke something or something like that. And then he just left after that. And but the dude who I was talking to, he was like, hey, he can hear you. And I muted him, I didn't realize, that's like they added that update. And I muted him. I'm like, wait, y'all heard that? And he goes, yeah, I fucking heard that, you fucking piece of shit. Blah, 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 this and this, that, just going off on me, dude, And so I just left the party, and I just invited him. I just left the party, and then, yeah, that was very un-Canadian, So I left the party, and I, invited the dude who I was talking to in the party, and me and him talked about it. He was like, yeah, I understand what you mean. And the dude's really cool. The dude was used to be in the military. I remember he told me, and he was a construction worker, and he had gotten in a work accident not too long ago, or no, a motorcycle accident. And like, he has hard time, doing stuff. And so a part of his recovery time was playing DayZ, because he had more time to play it. He was a really cool dude. I really liked him. He was a stand-up guy, I mean, him had a talk, and he was like, yeah, I understand what you mean, He was like, to be honest, most of the people, he said, people who I know that's like that are usually the ones who like beat women and stuff like that. He said he just has anger issues, man. He's a grown man, and he shouldn't act like that. I agree with him. Me and him agreed on this. Well, a couple weeks, like when I joined the group, like right when I joined the group, like a little bit after I joined the group was like when like the group was breaking apart. So after that, the co-leader, the main leader quit playing, like completely quit, like just quit. And then my group, the co-leader had taken command of the whole the faction, and they moved to another server. But the server I was on, I liked a lot. I was doing good, and I was able to make a start by myself. I was able to make my own base. I was doing playing solo. And so, I texted the admin, and I was like, hey, look, I know what happened with my group, and I know that my group left, but I really enjoy the server, and I just want to know if it's okay yeah, I'll play on the server. Just do it as a solo. And they were like, yeah, the admin's really cool actually. Like me and the admins even went and we actually went and did the airfield together. They let me keep all the stuff. And yeah, the story does have an end. From that day forward, I just haven't played DayZ since. Because, like, I haven't tried to join another group on DayZ or anything like that. But
Here's a fun fact. I've never
yeah,
That's just. What did I say on that?
you see, I'm familiar to play Rust.
I don't have it.
Have you heard of Rust? So, Rust, you know, it's fun to play by yourself, but it's like when you play by yourself, there's always other groups and you always get jumped. So it's like I like to play with a group on that game, and it's like every time I join a Discord group, it's just a lot of them just full of kids and they're just really toxic. Excuse me. And they say like a lot of wrong things, like very racist and